Good morning! Welcome to the final devotional thought on the theme Prayer in My Life. This week we covered the depth and power of prayer, and we learned lessons that are both transformational and practical. Before we transition to our next theme, the Bible in my life, let's briefly recap what we uncovered this week. January 11th, pray in the morning, and it taught us that prayer and faith accomplish what no earthly power can, guiding us through life's ever-changing circumstances. Then on January 12th, prayer never out of place. This one reminded us to tell Jesus everything, trusting in His answers for our soul's need. Then we moved to January 13th. Pray always. This taught us how cultivating a habit of continuous prayer empowers us to draw strength, wisdom, and light from God. January 14th, power in prayer. This devotional emphasized that prayer brings us directly into the presence of God, providing strength to resist life's strongest temptations. January 15th taught us how to find God through prayer. It contrasted formal prayers with heartfelt prayers, urging us to seek God with genuine and earnest petitions. On January 16th, we went through examples of prayer life, and this one was inspired through the stories of Bible characters such as Jacob, Joseph, Moses, and Daniel, who found strength and guidance through their fervent prayers. Today, we conclude this segment with a reflection on mothers' prayers, a powerful reminder of the eternal impact a praying mother can have on her children. January 17th, Mothers' Prayers. For I will contend with him that contendeth with thee, and I will save thy children. Isaiah 49, verse 25. Those who keep the law of God look upon their children with indefinable feelings of hope and fear, wondering what part they will act in the great conflict that is just before them. The anxious mother questions, what stand will they take? What can I do to prepare them to act well their part, so that they will be the recipients of eternal glory. Great responsibilities rest upon you, mothers. You may aid them to develop characters that will not be swayed or influenced to do evil, but will sway and influence others to do right. By your fervent prayers of faith, you can move the arm that moves the world. The prayers of Christian mothers are not disregarded by the Father of all. He will not turn away your petitions and leave you and yours to the buffetings of Satan in the great day of final conflict. It is for you to work with simplicity and faithfulness, and God will establish the work of your hands. The life work performed on earth is acknowledged in the heavenly courts as a work well done. With joy unutterable, parents see the crown, the robe, the harp given to their children. The seed sown with tears and prayers may have seemed to be sown in vain, but their harvest is reaped with joy at last. Their children have been redeemed. When the "well done" of the great judge is pronounced, and the crown of immortal glory is placed upon the brow of the victor, many will raise their crowns in sight of the assembled universe and, pointing to their mothers, say, "She made me all I am through the grace of God." Her instruction, her prayers have been blessed to my eternal salvation. Wow! That was a beautiful and very inspiring message to close the theme on prayer. Today's reading reminds us that the prayers of mothers are cherished by God and carry eternal consequences. Ellen White reminds us that the seed sown with tears and prayers may have seemed to be sown in vain, but their harvest is reaped with joy at last. Her words encourage us to remain faithful, trusting that God will bless our efforts and answer our prayers in His perfect time. How can you remain faithful in prayer, even when it seems your efforts are not yielding immediate results? In the coming week, commit to praying consistently for someone. It could be a child, a friend, or a loved one. Trust that God hears your petitions and will work in ways that exceed your understanding. Let's carry this spirit of prayer as we continue on our journey, preparing for the coming of the Lord.